Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, and complete the Superman and Batman movie reviews with my final review in the series. Turning back to Superman one last time, here's my review of Man of Steel. This is the movie that the Batman vs. Superman movie is in connection with, and what the Justice League movie will also be in connection with. Yeah, yeah. Unlike Superman Returns, where it was kind of working as both a reboot and a sequel to the other Superman films, this is where the movies are just like completely rebooted altogether. And yeah, this movie is not in has nothing to do with the previous four at all. Yeah, this is where like the entire Superman series is remade. Yeah, and yeah, as far as this movie goes, I don't know. I probably feel probably the exact same way about this as I did Superman Returns. It's okay, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is like Superman Returns. It is definitely better than 3 and 4, but it's still like it doesn't hold a candle to the first two films. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, this movie, it is interesting how this movie kind of tries to do the same story as the first two films did. Yeah, I mean, you have like part of the story from the first film where like you have him being sent into Earth away from Krypton, and yeah, he discovers who he is, and yeah, he becomes Superman. And it also has the story from the second where General Zod and his Krypton crew will come to the Earth, and yeah, they want to destroy Superman. Yeah, and that's why kind of interesting how they like tried to take the stories from the first two films in the original series, and yeah, they tried to put it into like one movie, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just really don't think it works. I mean, it could work, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just really couldn't like really get into this very much. I don't know because just every like I do enjoy the first half of this movie more than I do the second half. I don't know. The second half is just where it kind of gets boring, and yeah, I just feel like the second half really just it's really hard to follow because you have all this stuff going on. You have like basically right after Clark becomes Superman. I mean, this is where the story just gets really complicated to follow it because there's just like a bunch of stuff going on. You have Zod and the crew coming to Earth, and yeah, they're trying to get Superman, and yeah, you have like a bunch of stuff going on, like with him in the military also, and yeah, you have his father dying, and yeah, you have all this like his struggle with that, and yeah, I mean, it's just like a bunch of stuff going on in the second half, and yeah, it's just really hard to follow, and I really couldn't even keep up with it. Yeah, I mean, just yeah, especially like when like Zod is trying to like just destroy the Earth or whatever. Yeah, try to make it like a new Krypton. I don't know. I mean, yeah, just yeah. The second half is where like this story really is like really hard to follow. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, the performances in this movie are just kind of like nah. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing really that bad, but I don't know. It's so I mean, there are not really a lot of people that I could really get into. So and yeah, they're just not really people that I could really like really take in these roles. Yeah, I mean, Henry Cavill, as Superman. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. He's okay, I guess. Yeah. Amy Adams as Lois Lane. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, with Henry Cavill and Amy Adams, I don't know. I mean, I just really don't really think like they really have that great of chemistry together. I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course, Christopher Reeve and Margaret Kidder, they had a great connection. I don't know. I think Brandon Roth and Kate Bosworth also had like had better chemistry with each other than these two do. Yeah, I mean, I just really don't think that these two are really that great together. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, there's like people like Michael Shannon and Kevin Costner, Lawrence Fishburne, and yeah, Russell Crowe. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, some do just fine in these roles, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think like there's any really memorable performances in this movie. But yeah, it's nothing like terrible. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, another problem with this movie is just like it has a lot of product placement. Yeah, Nostalgia Critics complained about the product placement in this movie, and yeah, the product it does like really have the problem with the product placement in the movie. Yeah, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, and yeah, also there's of course the Superman costume in this movie. I've talked about this before. I mean, this costume is just freaking hideous. I mean, it looks awful. It's ugly. Yeah, I mean, just this costume is freaking awful. Well, yeah, so yeah, but yeah, it does still like have some good effects in it. Yeah, I think really that's like one of like the only really thing that this film really has over the original film is just like the effects are really so much. Yeah, the effects are really updated, and yeah, they look a lot better. Like the flying. Yeah, I talked about in Superman Returns. The flying really looks better than it really does in the original films, and yeah, a lot of the fighting scenes are better. Like better effects, yeah. So yeah, I mean the effects are better in this, but yeah, that's like really just all this movie really has over the original movies. That really the effects. I mean, nothing about it really just else about it really like stands over the original two Superman films. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I still think like it's okay. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not a horrible film. Just like I just feel like because of the stuff that it's basically just the story of the first two films. I don't know. I mean, it just feels like deja vu by watching this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if this is the first Superman movie that you've ever seen, you probably really enjoyed this a lot more. But yeah, if you've done like what I've done, and you've watched the first two Superman films and like even the other ones, and then you watch this, you might just feel like you were just watching the first two films all over again. Yeah, but as is, I mean, it's still like, I still think it's okay. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I'd probably say I'm probably just as good as Superman Returns, and yeah, you guys remember how I was feeling about that. I was just like kind of, I was mixed about that, giving it a thumbs in the middle. I feel the same way about this one. I give this probably like a thumbs in the middle also. I would give this probably 2.75 stars out of 4 also. Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like, yeah, like I said before, there's nothing like really bad about it. Just like nothing really stands out about it really to me, aside from the effects. Yeah, yeah, because yeah, I mean, we already saw the story for this in the first two films. Yeah, yeah, so yeah, there is that. Oh, right. So yeah, let me just get right into it. I'm probably not gonna really like talk like really in depth about what goes on in this movie because yeah, like I've said, it really is just like what happened in the first two films. Yeah, but yeah, I'm probably just gonna zoom through this as fast as I possibly can. Yeah, so yeah, it opens up with actually the birth of Kal-El on Krypton, which yeah, that actually wasn't in the first movie. So yeah, kind of interesting to see that it has a different opening. Yeah, and yeah, this also doesn't have the John Williams score at the beginning of the movie. Yeah, so yeah, that kind of upset me to see that the John Williams music was not in this movie. But yeah, it is reboot, so I guess that's what happens. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, just like in the first movie, yeah, Krypton is Krypton is like in like destruction because of its unstable core. Or and yeah, it was caused by natural depleting natural resources that were mishandled. Yeah, and then it has General Zod and his followers initiate a coup d'état, and yeah, they attack some Kryptonians, and yeah, they dispose depose the ruling council. Yeah, yeah. And it shows Jor-El all like fighting with Zod and his followers. Yeah, and then Jor-El and Lana are celebrating the birth of Kal-El, and Kal-El is the firstborn Kryptonian child in centuries, and and then they sent him off in a spacecraft to Earth, and and right after Jor-El actually infused Kal-El with some genetic codex of the Kryptonian race, yeah. And I will say that the spaceship that they actually launched Kal-El off to Earth in, it definitely does look a lot better here than it does in the first one. In the first film, I mean, didn't really even look like a spaceship at all. I mean, just looked like some like big glowing material, like for some dancing or something. Yeah, but yeah, here it actually does look like a spaceship. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, it does like have that improvement there. Yeah, yeah, and then the Krypton on council, then they convicted Zod and the followers of treason. Then just like the first movie, they exiled them to the Phantom Zone. And then as Kal was launched out from Krypton, then and as he flew off, then Krypton then exploded, and then it showed that Zod and his followers were freed from the Phantom Zone. So and of course, Cal's little ship landed in Smallville, and then he's taken in by Jonathan, Martha Kent. They name him Clark. Yeah, they have all that, and and then like show some stuff of when Clark grows up. It shows that the Earth Sun gives him the superhuman abilities, and it showed like in class he's like unable to control them. It's like he has his X-ray vision and heat vision and all that. Yeah, yeah. And then years later, when Clark's a teenager, Jonathan tells him that he's extraterrestrial, and he advises him not to use any of his powers in public, so he won't be like socially rejected. Yeah, then there's a military investigation of a Kryptonian scout spaceship in like the Canadian Arctic. Yeah, and then Clark infiltrates it, and he sees that the ship is has like a Kryptonian control key from the ship that he actually came to Earth in, and then he was then able to like make contact with the conscience of Jor-El. And I do like in this movie how you actually get to see, look, it seems like Jor-El is actually really there with Clark. I mean, it's not like the other movies where it's just like a transmission message from Jor-El. Yeah, you actually get like it's actually Jor-El and Clark face to face with each other. Yeah. So I do like how it does actually seem that Jor-El is really there. Yeah. And then you had Jor-El telling Clark who he really is, and and then it tells him that he was sent to Earth to help guide mankind and give him hope, and then and then it then showed Lois Lane who in sneaking aboard the ship, and then the security system detects her, and then Clark ends up saving Lois from the security system, and then later on Lois wrote the story of the superhuman that saved her, but Perry White, who was played by Lawrence Fishburne in this movie, he rejects the premise because he just felt it was really unbelievable. Then Lois then decided to trace Clark back to Kansas to write and expose about him. And then after she heard his story, she decided not to actually reveal his secret to anyone. Yeah. And then eventually Jor-El then like presents him the Superman suit, and then we see him as Superman just using his stuff just flying around the area. Yeah. Then yeah, we see the stuff with like Clark or like seeing visiting his father's grave, and then yeah, it kind of shows the flashback of actually what happened before he actually died. They actually had an argument with each other, and yeah, there was a tornado, and Jonathan was trying to help other people out of the tornado, and then yeah, then Jonathan ended up dying, and but before he actually died, he just signaled Clark to not save him by being risked by risking his exposure of who he really is in public. Yeah, yeah. And then it showed just Clark spending years just working different jobs and yeah, performing good deeds like behind people's back anonymously. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, we see the stuff with like Clark, and then eventually Zod and the crew who arrive on Earth, and then yeah, and then they're seeking out other worlds colonized by the Kryptonian race, and then yeah, it shows like the military area, like going after Superman and saying that they're working for Zod or something. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, Zod then threatened the world's destruction in exchange for actually Superman's surrender, because yeah, Zod believed that he had the Codex, and yeah, then yeah, he accepted, and yeah, and then he got handed over to Zod and his second in command, Ferora, and then yeah, they also end up taking Lois captive as well, and then yeah, then they end up flying away in the ship, yeah. And then yeah, Zod eventually revealed his intention to use a world engine to transform Earth into a new Krypton, and then eradicate the human race, and use the Codex to repopulate the Earth with genetically engineered Kryptonians. Yeah, yeah. And as like Superman was starting to collapse, Lois then found the control key that Clark had, and then yeah, then shows Jor-El again, and then yeah, he helps Superman and Lois escape from the ship. Yep, yeah, yeah, and then yeah, Clark then or Superman then just convinced the U.S. military that he's actually an ally, and then yeah, we just have a ton of stuff with like Superman and the military against Zod and his allies. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a bunch of stuff going on, and yeah, I mean, it's just like a bunch of effects going on. Yeah, I mean, it was hard for me to follow, and I honestly really couldn't keep up with it. Yeah, but eventually, then Zod like initiates his engine over Metropolis and the Indian Ocean. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, Superman eventually ended up destroying the engine, and then yeah, the military actually ended up crashing his spacecraft that he came to Earth into Zod's ship and sent it back to the Phantom Zone with Zod's crew. And then yeah, but Zod was able to survive, and yeah, he vowed to annihilate the human race. And then yeah, Zod and Superman and were fighting, and then yeah, uh, and it just was swarming all across Metropolis, and then and then Superman ended up overpowering and restraining Zod. Yeah. But yeah, Zod used some newfound heat vision and that to attempt to harm some bystanders. Yeah, but yeah, Superman was reluctant to kill Zod since he was the last remaining Kryptonian. And then he just ended up forcing Zod to snap his neck and instantly kill him. Yeah, there's all that. Yeah, and then yeah, see Superman as a hero. Oh yeah, yeah, and then yeah, the government then is like supporting Superman in the aftermath, but they're reluctant to do it. And then the movie ends with actually Clark or working at the Daily Planet. Yeah, I do like how you don't actually see any of Clark actually at the Daily Planet working there with the freaking glasses. Yeah, it actually just ends with him starting to work there. And yeah, that's how the movie ended. So yeah, like I said, I mean, it's an okay movie, but yeah, there's I really don't think there's anything about it that really does stand out to it. Yeah, I mean, now like I said and before, I mean, I think I would have liked this movie better if it like would have like done some stuff differently because I mean, yeah, they just tried to do the same story as the first two films did. And like I said, I mean, if this is the first Superman movie that you've ever seen before, or I mean, yeah, you're probably gonna enjoy this a lot more than you would if you actually have watched like the other films before it, like I have. So yeah, yeah, it's an okay film. Just it's not really like something that I really think stands out, but yeah, as is, it's just fine. All right, yeah, so 2.75 stars out of 4. Or so yeah, all right. So yeah, that does it for my review of Man of Steel. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And I hope you guys enjoyed these Superman and Batman movie reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say about these movies. Yeah, like I said before, yeah, they're some are really really good while others are really really bad. But yeah, I still think a lot of these movies are still really enjoyable. All right, so yeah, that does it for these reviews. All right, and yeah, I am gonna try to go see the Batman vs Superman movie sometime this weekend. And I don't know for sure if I am yet, but yeah, when I do go see it, I will definitely make a video about my thoughts on it. Like I said, it might be this weekend, but I'm not completely sure yet. So yeah, stay tuned for my video about the Batman vs Superman movie coming up. All right, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.